Super Ti2bs. Yo, H.FM. Yo, real talk. Let me start with an apology to anyone that follows me. Right back with honesty, the lies nearly swallowed me. Popping E's, dropping G's, gal used to flock to me. Man a freak, so you know I beat it properly. While they wait for something to drop for me. Man I make a mockery, I'm up in the laboratory. Making this tunes while I should be making history. And I know my fans were missing me. Had to get clean, Mr. Reed, Mr. T, never been Mr. Bean. Clever weather storm, black and fit to see. Seldom seen on the scene, to catch me on the ends. A pocket full of raps, a pocket full of tens. No select, but pray for defense. We'll be trapped if we don't make the fence. I rap from the soul with intent. The flow is immense. Line art general, never on the bench still. Life fed me feeling like the wrestler, so I had to rest up. I ain't trying to be an MC spitting all the press, bruh. Jack that strap talk, but can't do a press up. Take it out your hand, now your plans all messed up. Fake like there ain't blood is ketchup. Fake like why we have for Mecca, the negatives. Why can't we be positive? Why am I trying to master art when these novices profiting? The arts is kinda obvious. Fam, I'm from the soul. I give about the next, I'm my own. Like my son, she walk alone, trying to hold his life while they watch EastEnders. It's only right. Round here a lot of tenants, sip tenants. Come with £9 and still get the benners. I'm sipping on my dragon light, show me where the den is. I got mad ideas, I could be the next apprentice. Them man, they left their roots at the dentist. Hey, one love man, H.FM, Ti2bs, boom.
Hey, it's Shantae and you're watching H.FM. We're up in the block. Is it up in the block, out in the block?
We're in the block.
We're in the block. And we're with Mr. Ti2bs. But that's not your name, is it? What's your name?
My real name is Maka, short for Chukwu Maka. It's a Nigerian name still.
Okay, and you're known as Mr. Ti2bs.
Yeah, we're really Ti2bs, or Super Ti2bs. That's how I like it these days, Super Ti2bs.
Super Ti2bs, that's the mixtape, right? Okay, so we'll get round to that. But Mr. Ti2bs, Maka, Ti2bs, Super Ti2bs, anything else you want to be known as?
Some people call me Tibbles, some call me Tibalicious. Can make your own up, you get me? It's all good.
They sound like female names that you've been given. Tibalicious, Ti2bs.
Well, boy, it's what it is, isn't it? Let's not get too personal.
Let's leave that out.
See there?
Anyway, talk to us a bit about your music history. What have you been doing? I know you were in One Crew and you were with Mud Family. What's your musical timeline been like?
Timeline, well, been a long time. I think my first official release was The World According to RZA, which is probably about 10, 11 years ago now. That was with Skinny Man and Blade and the big man himself, RZA. After that, I think, came the One EP, and then not too long after that was the Mud Fam EP. So in a short space of time, like a few different projects. After that, I kind of did like a few mixtapes, solo mixtapes. I did a mixtape called North Stars Rising. That kind of brought a lot of MCs from North London together. Some MCs that weren't doing so well then that are doing well now. That kind of got me a bit of notice. And then got approached by Kemet Records, put out an album with them, Nobody's Perfect. Since then, I've toured with Rodney P. Done a few tours with him, I've done a few tours on my own. Put out a mixtape, Blood, Sweat and Tears. That was the last one. And yeah, now we're here promoting Super Ti2bs.
Super Ti2bs it is. So you've got quite a big history. You've been through it all. You've worked with some really good names, had some good collaborations. What's kept you in the music game for so long?
It's just passion, innit? It's definitely not the dough right about now. It's been the passion, you know, like, that's what I do, innit? Regardless of whatever else is going on in my life, I'm making music, you know, so.
It's keeping you here.
Yeah, it's just what I do.
Okay, so we're raving and we're ranting about Super Ti2bs, the mixtape at the moment. You've got a single on there with Sway. That one's called Black Dynamite. I watched that video, literally like tearing up the streets. Like as you walk, the streets are just tearing up, you're on fire. Who came up with that concept and how did that video and collaboration come about?
Well, the tune come about, I was in the studio, I produced and recorded the mixtape with a producer called Sharon Prue at his studios, and it's in a little complex. So there's different studios, different man doing their thing in there, do you know what I mean? See Sway in the lobby, hadn't seen him in a little while. We got history, do you know what I mean? I said, boom, got this tune for you now. You know what I'm saying? There's a verse space there for you, innit? Like, nothing long. He took the tune away. Within 2 weeks, he come back, boom. Got a production team, and we done a video. And I don't know, the tune to me is like Black Dynamite. It's kind of like saying, like, man's back in it. Man's back, man's come back with a bang. I don't know if you've seen the film Black Dynamite.
I haven't seen the film, I mean,
you need to see the film. The film is basically on some blaxploitation type of thing. So it's like, he's like Sharp, yeah, meets Bruce Lee, where he's a black brother, innit? And he's going around beating the man, just using his fists and thing, you get what I'm saying? So I kind of took a little bit of that for the tune, like to say, you know what I mean, do your thing, live your life, do what you want to do, but do it to the best of your ability, do you know what I mean? Bust the thing up. So that was kind of the vibe of the video.
So nice relationships mean you get nice collaborations and you get good videos. Yeah. You've had a couple of other singles off of that one as well with Diablo, and was that Let It Go? Or
that was Let Go. It was the second single of the project, featuring Diablo on the hook. That's more of like an intimate tale, do you know what I mean? That's more about a relationship, it's true stories, kind of like when you're in a relationship and things ain't really going right. You like the person, you want to be with them, but you know it's like, really, I should let it go and like keep it moving, do you get what I'm saying? I think a lot of people related to that because a lot of people have been in a situation similar to that, do you know what I mean? It's all part of progression and growing. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's what's rotating at the moment. We just released a remix to that with Logic and Big Cake's People's Army. And that's doing pretty well, man. Kind of put a new spin on it, do you know what I mean? Kind of just talking about more political kind of things and yeah, just put a spin on the original track. Got the same hook in it, so they're both out now via Link Up TV.
So you're back, but you're taking your time. So when it does finally come out, where can people find out more information about where it's going to be? Have you got any websites, any media links that people can shout out?
Yeah, always. Twitter's always a good direct link. At Super Ti2bs, Ti2bs spelled Ti2bs. And for the hub of Ti2bs is www.ti2bs.com. So you can get the Twitter, the Facebook, or the YouTube channel, everything's there, Ti2bs.com.
And just before we wrap it up, is there anything else you want to say, any more shout outs, anything else you want to highlight before we wrap it up?
Boy, shout out to the HFM, man, them going for a long time. You've done nice, family. I remember I used to try to run up in shows certain times, you get what I'm saying? They were like, nah, nobody's allowed in the studio. I remember them days still. So shout out to HFM, man, them. Shout out everybody that's coming back doing their thing. I know Task Force are coming back. Skinny's about, you get what I'm saying? So like, yeah, it's good to see the old school man, them still about, knocking heads and doing their thing, innit?
Oh, well, welcome back, Ti2bs. That's been us on HFM. Check us out, subscribe, like, say what you got to say, keep it locked.
Yo, it's Mr. Ti2bs, Super Ti2bs, and you're watching itch.fm.